Hey everybody, and thanks for watching. Today we're going to have ice cream for breakfast, one of my favorites. And it's going to be vegan ice cream with bananas and dates from the Date People. So let's just start. I've already cut my bananas up and I put them in pieces in a bag, and so they're frozen. So I'm going to put about 4 in there inside a blender, like a Vitamix or something. And it's a pretty powerful blender, so we can take the large pieces of bananas. And I was just thinking how easy it is to make a delicious fast food item for breakfast without having to go through like a McDonald's drive-thru or something and eating something that you don't really feel good about. So we're going to put, I got about 2.5 bananas in there, which is enough. You can put more. I sometimes have gone up to like 10 bananas, hard to believe, but if you're hungry and you work out a lot, you can do it. When I'm running in the summer, I eat a ton of stuff. All really mega low fat, all natural, whatever you would call it, a raw vegan. So I've got some dates from the Date People, which if you want to get dates that aren't steam processed, like most of them in the United States, or any kind of treatment at all, these are raw right from the farm. They're super soft. They have a bunch of varieties. I order them. They're a nice, organic, family-run farm. Jamie and Angie were out there in Niland, California. That's a shout-out to those guys. I get my dates from them every year. I usually get a 5-pound box and just eat them slowly over the year. I've gotten up to 10 pounds. But they're really super nice, and if you've never seen dates the way they're supposed to be, they're really super squishy and everything and really nice. So anyway, we've got our bananas. Now we're going to put some dates in there, and you just have to take the pit out of them. And I like to do everything with the prep time involved and everything so people can see that we just don't have these items prepared already. We're actually going to make this stuff right now. And it doesn't take very long. And you can put as many dates in as you like. Don't get a seed in there. Your blender will not like that. And I've already rinsed these dates off as well. So again, part of the thing is preparedness when you're trying to eat healthy. I always have foods ready. Otherwise, you're not going to stick to your diet. You're going to wind up doing all kinds of stuff that you don't want to do, or eating things that aren't necessarily the best for you. So we're going to put some dates in there. And this is going to be a really super sweet breakfast. But it's all natural sugar, and it won't really affect your insulin sensitivity at all if you eat a low-fat diet. That's the key to diabetes and all that stuff, and is that it's okay to eat as much sugar as you want to, but you can't eat a lot of fat and stuff like that, and you want to eat foods that are packaged whole. Like, there's a big difference between having a soda with 53 grams of sugar in it that just goes in and floods your bloodstream than there is to having like bananas and dates that have a lot of fiber in them and slowly releases the sugar into your body. So you can do it. If you want more information on diabetes, I might put a video out on that. But there's a couple of good websites called Mastering Diabetes, where they reverse all forms, type 1 and type 2, or manage type 1 and reverse type 2. And people see a major reduction in their A1C and stuff. So we won't get too preachy about that, but it's really fat is the culprit in most of adult onset illnesses. So anyway, we've got some dates in here, and I'm being careful to take the pit out of each and every one. It's happened before where I've left one in there and the blender does not like it. So we've got those in there, and I don't know, I'll put in like 5 to 10 should be enough. And then if we want to make it even nicer, so let me get that out of the way. If we want to make it even nicer, you can add some cinnamon to it, or you could add some kind of like pumpkin spice or some kind of spice like that. I like to stay raw. This is Ceylon cinnamon or Ceylon cinnamon, whatever you call it. And it's a more sweet kind of cinnamon that's really nice. I'm just going to put a little bit in there, not too much, and give it some flavor. Those are frozen bananas, so gonna add some water to it. I'll just go over here and get some filtered water from the refrigerator. So I put in a couple of cups of water, and you can add it to taste. You'll see as you start blending it, if it gets kind of thicker or if it's too watery, you could add more bananas. But you want to have it like a nice thick, it's almost like a milkshake. If for breakfast it's easy to drink it with a straw, just take small bites and you won't hurt your digestive system. So we're going to put that in there. We're going to put our lid in, and then if you haven't bought a good blender, you don't have to, but it's a nice investment. I got this Vitamix for my birthday from my wife, and it's really super nice. I'm just going to kind of pulse it, and I use that little black thing all the time for it. Pulse that around, and see what kind of consistency it's going to be. And I'm going to try to blend it up a little bit. I did that for about a minute. I did hear some crunching noises. Hopefully there's no seed in there, but I don't think there is. It usually makes a distinct sound. I think I was careful. Every time I make one of these videos, I just want to really emphasize the need to make your own food. You know, they say the average American spends less than 20 minutes a day preparing all their food, and that's for all 3 meals a day and snacks and whatever. And if you just eat out all the time, or you buy processed food and ready to make stuff, you're really just falling like victim to all kinds of preservatives and high fat and all kinds of stuff that you really don't want to put in your body, and it's not that good. So if you just are prepared and you make an effort towards it, it'll pay off like 10 times fold. This smoothie's only taking a few minutes to make because I've already froze the bananas and put them in the bags and got my dates and put them in the container, so they're really easy to do and use, and it only takes a couple minutes. And this is probably going to be really good. Let me rinse the lid off. Rinsing the lid. And then we have our nice cup here to put it in. And this turned out somewhere between a milkshake and like a watery type thing, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be super thick every time, and I would add more bananas maybe to it sometimes, but it's still going to be really good and super sweet, lots of energy, and it's ready to go. And so that's it. You can experiment and put all kinds of sweet fruits together, but this is what I call banana ice cream. This is like a banana milkshake. Sometimes they're thicker. You can use a lot less water and really put your blender to the test, and you can make some thick kind of ice cream out of it too. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Be strong, vegan on. We'll catch you next time.